Welcome back, Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy, and today I have for you the Finch Knives Model 1929. This is the bark version. Comes in at $125, and this is their twist on the famous Barlow pattern. I think it looks nice aesthetically. But let's get some specs out of the way so you can have an idea of the size of this knife. You have a total length of 6 inches, a blade length of 2.5 inches, so this could be legal in a lot of areas. You have a grip area from right here to the back right here of 3 1/8 inches. You have a handle thickness from here to here of 0.47 inches, so pretty thin. You have a close width in the pocket from here to here of 1.03 inches. You have a blade stock thickness of 0.117 inches. And with this high flat grind, it comes down to a nice thin edge. My particular variation comes down to 12 thousandths, pretty much along the pretty much all right here. And it is sharpened at 17 degrees per side. All right, let's see how well that thin grind will slice. Stay tuned. All right, we're gonna start with some cardboard. These knives came ridiculously sharp. Very impressive. All right, we're gonna cut up some 1/2 inch twisted sisal rope. Try to do 20 cuts. Wow, this thing is performing outstanding. God, it's still stupid sharp. It was just gliding through that rope effortlessly. Stupid sharp. All right, we're gonna cut up some different material. We got some denim. We have some 1/2 inch tubing, very dense with some nylon webbing, some rubber tubing, some 1/4 inch bungee, some thick saddle leather, and some seat belt material. All right, get started. Leather. Wow. Wow. This thing has just blown my mind. It's performing so well, still screaming sharp. It was blasting through this material better than any of the knives I've tested so far today. Let's see how well it's holding up. And it's still razor sharp. Look at that. Push cut and still. There you go. All right, we're gonna test the ergos and see how well this edge is still biting on this Pine 2x4. Start out with light curls and then put some pressure behind the cut. All right, once again, this thing has kept on surprising me. Fairly comfortable. I did notice whenever I was putting a lot of force, the tip of this flipper, just because of the size of the handle, was kind of digging into my hand, and a little bit of that corner right there on the frame lock right here where the cutout is. Other than that, this thing was biting into that like nobody's business, and made it fun to cut with. God, it's still... I wish I could feel how sharp this is. It's still gliding. Very nice. Alrighty, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I definitely did, because this knife just totally shocked me as far as how well it performed. Take a closer look at this. You have this nice broad-bellied clip point blade. And it's going to be hard to show it, but it has a nice, looks like a hand rub satin. There you go, hand rub satin finish on it. And you have the Finch logo that looks nice and tasteful. Nice font there, right there. And on this side, you have the blade steel, which is 154 cm, a model 1929. I like 154 cm. It's a good middle line steel. It's not a super steel, but it performs well. It's easy to sharpen. It's stainless, and it's it holds a good edge. The blade came to me, like I said in some of the testing, if you watch that, it came to me extremely sharp. I was blown away. I did not expect to be able to get through some of those tests with such a smaller knife, but it just exceeded my expectations a lot. You have no jimping up here, not really needed. You have a pretty nice flat to put your thumb on. You have somewhat of a sharpening choil cut in right there, a little notch. Close it up. You do have jimping on the well-executed flipper tab. As you can see, it is canted back a little bit. So with the light switch, you can get it to fly out. And if you want to preload it with the push button, you can let it fly out as well. It's riding on ceramic bearings and a ceramic detent. Whoop. It has a very snappy action, and super light. Whenever you pull back right here, you don't really feel those the detent. I mean, the bearings. You don't feel them rolling on the steel. It's very fluid. Very nice action. Take a look toward the back end. You have a stainless steel bolster up here in the front. That at first kind of turned me off. That's why it took me so long to kind of want to check these knives out. But after hearing so much good stuff, I wanted to see for myself. And I'm going to tell you, I don't mind it anymore. You have like a brushed finish on the stainless. You have these two nice little milled lines. It's all flat, the scales, as you can see, but they have softened the edges very nicely. So it was comfortable in hand. I noticed, being it's a smaller, I got like a 3.5 finger grip. This one kind of sits off a little bit to the back. That whenever I put my finger on top, I had a good bit of control. I could do the hammer grip as well, like cutting through cardboard and stuff like that, and doing light wood shaving. And, the performance of this blade made it a lot easier for those tasks. You have, it's like they call it like a brown and gray micarta, but it's more like a blackish gray canvas micarta in my opinion. You have T8 for the pivot right there. You have T6 body screws and clip screws. The Finch shield right here is flush nicely, and it also will glow if you charge it up. Let's see. Let me do this off camera. See if I can get it to glow a little bit. Yep, as you can see, it does glow in the dark. Just a nice little touch. Some people love the shield right there. Some people hate it. I'm just in between. It doesn't matter to me which way. I think it does look nice. You do have flow-through constructions with 2 hourglass standoffs in the back right here. So you can blow it out nice and easily, or put a Q-tip in there, clean it out if you shall like. You do have a stainless steel bolster lock that The lockup is rock solid at around 50%. I have no up and down, no side to side. Very, very good lockup right there. And the access to that lock bar is nice because they have this little cutout right here. And they knocked off, as you can see, they got a bevel on that lock side, so it's not sharp. It's comfortable. The lock bar tension is nice. It's not overly aggressive. You do have a titanium milled pocket clip, just a flat pocket clip. And let's see what that looks like in the pocket. It's a little tight going in. It has good retention. You can grab a hold to those clip screws to pull it out of the pocket, and it hugs the side of the pocket pretty well. Ergos, like I said, were nice. I guess if you wanted to, being that it's a neutral handle, these would be a nice grip on it. This reverse pull grip, and the reverse grip. If you wanted to do it, it's not bad either. Let's get some quick size comparisons, and then I'll go through my nitpicks really quick. Like, you have the Ontario Rat Model 1 that's going to make this look like a tiny, tiny knife, and even the Rat Model 2. See, as you can see, it's a small knife. The Rat Model 2 is not a big knife by any means. Only knife I had on me that was pretty much the same exact length as this one is the Civivi Odium. The Odium might be a hair longer, but you could get a good idea of the size here. The Odium, I don't get as much of a grip, grip area as you do on the 1929. Nitpicks, complaints. Of course, the price is is pretty high for, what you're getting, the materials, if you want to call it that. But however, it is a small company. It's small batches, so the price for them is going to be higher. In turn, it's going to be higher for us. That's just the way it goes in the industry, unless you're a big old company buying a bunch of knives or cutting corners. Even though they used stainless steel on the bolsters, and this isn't, the nicest micarta, they did a good job of the finishing. This like hand rub looking satin. I don't know if it's a hand rub, but it looks like it, and it's very nicely done. It's hard to show. It didn't scratch up. It is a fingerprint magnet. Didn't scratch up any when using it. The action is incredible. It's just very smooth whenever, if you want to just guide it down, very, very smooth. Nice and snappy action. I think it looks classy. The brush finish on here looks nice. So there is a lot of detail work. It did perform very nicely. That's all I really look for in a knife. I want it to perform nice. I want it to be good as a cutting tool. And it did do that, especially at how small the knife is. Another nitpick is the edge termination right here is a little wonky toward the back. You can see how it kind of dips up right there. They just, being that it's going to start getting thicker right there, they didn't go all the way back because then it would have kind of gouged into the choil. So if they would have brought that sharpening notch out a little bit more, it would have probably taken care of that issue. Lastly, the pocket clip is a little tight. The tension on it is a little tight in the design. Sometimes it can be hard to get it over the lip of the pocket, especially if it's a thicker pocket. I don't have any problems in my thin, lightweight shorts, but, if you have a thicker pocket or a thicker lip on the pocket, it may be a little bit difficult to get in and out, depending on the pocket. So there you go. Overall, I like the knife. If you're okay with the price, I'd say go for it because it's a good performer. Good action. I think it looks nice, and I like supporting these smaller companies like this. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. Y'all stay tuned. I have the Runtley also coming here soon. I'm finishing up the testing on that one, and it will be coming soon after this one goes live. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I hope everybody's having an absolute wonderful day. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.